as you become a new parent, you instantly get isolated from your social life. But as I became a new mum, I suddenly realized I got designated into a second-class digital citizen. I see my life in two eras. Before child, I was independent, spontaneous. After child, I'm a logistics company. It's all about moving, planning, moving cargo, and schedules. On the topic of changes, we're getting better at talking and accepting the physical changes that stare back at us through the mirror. But there are other changes that are going unnoticed and frankly shouldn't be accepted are the ones that are staring back at us from our screens. As I became a mum, overnight I got shut out from my digital life. Let's look at it from three aspects of our life. So I used to like to go to the gym. I used to fairly get from A to B pretty easily. And I used to like to learn about myself for self-improvement purposes. And these aspects of our lives today are elevated and, enjoyed better through the lens of our digital lives, brought to you by things like ClassPass, Uber, and Fitbit. Now, fast forward it to today, and my gym looks a little different, although it is much more intense, I can assure you. So this is Baby Gymbaroo. It's very competitive. But obviously, physically, I can't go to a ClassPass class anymore. So digitally, what's happened is I've gone from having a seamless booking experience to that. I mean, I'm as clueless as that poor child as to what do I do on this website that isn't even designed for mobile. I mean, why though? Why take away the convenience and the ease when I need it the most? Now, let's look at mobility. And this one hit home pretty hard because as I stood outside the emergency department after having spent 10 hours in there with a really tired 6-month-old, and by the way, no one's that happy with a baby on a train. As I stood there and waited, I realized I can't just Uber it home anymore. There's no car seats. There were no car seats in the taxis around there as well. So I had to walk with her for 3 kilometers, try to find the bus that would take me home, when, where, what time, all through that app. It's safe to say my mobility options have been significantly degraded and limited. And my one customer of my logistics company isn't too happy. Now let's look at measurement. I mean, my Fitbit doesn't get worked out, but guess what? You can measure your baby's behavior nowadays. But while Fitbit gave me really intelligent, actionable data, I am now left with something that closely represents the matrix. I mean, please help me try to find my child's sleep, poop, and eat patterns out of this. I haven't figured it out yet. So, and to be honest, it's just noise and clutter and frankly quite harmful because it holds the false promise of control for a new parent. So this gets me to ask why? Why do I get shut out? Why am I not allowed in this to participate in this world? And I guess also, why should this matter to you? If I'm right, all of you at some point have been in a meeting where someone said, our target audience is the millennials. Well, guess what? 1 million of us are becoming mums each year. And we're pretty tired of being discounted and excluded from the rest of the community. 2018 has seen the female fury. It's been about protests, it's been about marches, it's been about raising voices, it's been about conversations, talking about how it's not okay to be excluded, how it's not okay to be discriminated. And these are directed towards governments, institutions, and mindsets that try to propagate that we're lesser and we deserve lesser. I mean, gender pay gap, right? So in conclusion, if these digital brands and experiences out there don't actually get their act together, then they're next.